Hey everyone, today I'm going to be teaching you how to use the educational tool Socrative. Socrative is a great tool for teachers to use to get real-time input from students on a certain topic using quizzes. The first thing to do is to create a Socrative teacher account, which is a very simple step-by-step process. Once you have your account set up, you're ready to begin using Socrative in your classroom. To start off, we will go over what is on your launch screen. The quizzes button here is going to be where you can pull your quizzes that you've previously made for students to take in real time. The Space Race button is a fun, competitive version of a quiz where students can combine into groups and answer questions as quickly as they can to win. The Exit Ticket button is usually a small, quick survey to see how the students feel about the material they have learned at the end of the day so that the teacher can get a feel of where everyone is on that topic. And the three buttons underneath these options are quick question tools where a teacher can ask one question aloud and the students can pick what they think is the correct answer based on what type of question is asked. This is handy for a teacher to use when they don't have time to create a question for a quiz or just want to ask one question instead of multiple. First, I'm going to demonstrate how to create a quiz. Begin by clicking on the Quizzes tab at the top left of the screen. This will then take you to a different page. And then you're going to want to click on the Add Quiz button, and then a drop-down menu will appear and you'll want to click the Create New button. This will take you to a page to start creating your quiz. The first thing to do will be to create a name for your quiz. After you've created a name, then you're ready to add questions to your quiz. You can also align a quiz to a standard by checking the box here and filling this information out. And you can also enable your quiz for sharing and share with other colleagues and students around the world. You have three choices of questions using Socrative: multiple choice, true, false, and short answer. I will show an example of all three types of questions and how they work. Clicking the multiple choice button will give you a blank question in the multiple choice style format. For the multiple choice questions, you type the question you want to ask and then type as many possible answers as you would like. You can do as little as 2 and up to as many answers as you are wanting. You can do this by adding answers or deleting answers. Once you've finished the question, there is also a box you can fill out at the bottom that you can explain to students why the correct answer is correct and why the other choices are not correct. There is also a place to add a picture beside where you write the question that might help the students answer the question. Once you're finished with your question, you can hit the orange Save button and then add as many more questions as you need. So I'm going to add a true-false question. Clicking the true-false button will give you a blank question in the true-false style format. For the true-false questions, you type in the question you're wanting answered and you pick whether the question is true or if it's false. There is also the explanation box as before, the same place, and also your picture box where you can add pictures. Once you're done, you again hit the orange Save button, and I'm also going to add one short answer question. When you click the short answer button, it will give you a blank question in the short answer style format. For the short answer questions, you type the question you're wanting answered and you type the correct answer, which is usually only 1 or 2 words. There is a box. Clicking the short answer button will give you a blank question in the short answer style format. For the short answer questions, you type the question you're wanting answered and you type the correct answer, which is usually only 1 or 2 words unless you're wanting a paragraph form of some sort. There's a box underneath your question where you can add different versions of correct answers, such as capitalization differences, or if the correct answer has 2 words that mean the same thing. Here, liquid is the correct answer. So one is going to have a capital L and one is going to have a lowercase l, so that either way the student puts it, it's going to be a correct answer. Again, I'm going to hit my orange Save button to save, and I'm also going to finish my quiz by hitting the Save and Exit button up top. Now students can access your quiz when they type in the code that is found at the top middle of your page. For the quiz to start up, you have to go back to your home page or your launch page by clicking Launch up here. And then you're going to click on your big round quiz button and you're going to select the quiz you want your students to take. And then you're going to hit the orange Next button. And then there is 3 different delivery methods and settings. For my quiz, I'm going to hit the instant feedback button, and it's automatically going to turn on the required names in the show question feedback and leave the others off, which I can turn on if I wanted to. To find out the different kinds of delivery methods, you can hit this little eye with a circle around it, and it'll tell you what each one does. And then to start the quiz, you hit the orange start button, and then it's going to bring you to a table that your students' names, once they open your quiz, they will populate here, and once they start to take the quiz, it'll tell you what they have picked as the correct answer for each question and whether it is right or wrong. When it is right, it'll turn green, and when it is wrong, it'll turn red. Once all the students have taken the quiz, then you can end the quiz by clicking the orange Finish button, which will then prompt you to pick how you want your report to generate. So here I'm going to have it emailed to me, but here are your other options. And then it'll send to my email that I put in to create my account. Socrative is a great educational tool for teachers to use to see how well students are getting the material or just one of the more difficult topics. With the real-time input from students and the ability to see how often they get questions right or wrong will help the teacher determine which students need help in certain areas and can help them perfect topics. Thank you for listening, and I hope you've learned more about how to use Socrative.